Ladies and gentlemen, hyperinflation has officially started in the United States of America. I'm Christopher Greene. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think comes next on this beautiful Maui Boo day. Please like and share if so inclined. I certainly appreciate it. And Jesus Christ is King. It is important to all of you ladies and gentlemen, get ready for what's about to come. Capital controls, price controls, I believe limits to how much stuff you can buy. We saw this over the last few years, of course, with things like toilet paper and certain items that people needed. And you know what I'm talking about. But I think this is going to turn in to a command economy, much like what we saw with the collapse of the former Soviet Union, but this time in the westernized world, in the United States of bankrupt America. $31 trillion worth of debt, ladies and gentlemen. 31 freaking trillion we hit today. The Federal Reserve doing exactly what I said that they were going to do. Blink. They were going to blink, ladies and gentlemen. The UN urging a stop to the interest rate hikes and a reversion back to the bailouts. A reversion back to the interest rate cuts. So as we saw with the collapse of the former USSR, which of course, much of this had to do with the war being fought. The Cold War, ladies and gentlemen. United States versus Russia. I guess not a lot's changed, has it? Vladimir Putin, his Poseidon nuke, which he carries, of course, on his submarine, is now missing in the Arctic. Intelligence agents, if they're to be believed, and agencies here in the West say they don't know where it is. This thing has 100x the power of the nuclear bombs that were dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. Don't want to be at the banks. Lebanese today, unable to get their money at their financial institutions. This is called capital controls, and I believe it's coming to the United States of America. It means, let's say you got 10,000 in the bank, you're only allowed to withdraw 1,000. You've got 100,000 in the bank, they'll tell you you're all in it together. You can't get all of it at once, especially in cash. You know, I've been talking about this, ladies and gentlemen, for a very, very long time. I've been telling you to get into hard assets, to get into tangibles. Some people call it stagflation, but really what it is hyperinflation, ladies and gentlemen. What we have in the westernized world is a hyperinflationary event in a demographic shift with zero to negative growth and central banks that honestly are the equivalent of drug addicts and can't stop. And so they're going to erode the quality of life, erode the quality of the westernized world, and they're going to destroy your real wealth. Limits, maybe on how much milk you can buy in the future, how much energy, how much gasoline. Heck, maybe if you can just even go outside, might have to pay a credit to do what I'm doing right now. Every aspect of what it means to be free, what it means to be alive, what it means to be a child of God, corrupted, destroyed. And as Vladimir Putin accused the West of really commanding Satan, it was really interesting today. Natural gas hit $6.666. Ladies and gentlemen, how about them apples? 6.666. I put it out on Twitter. So as the storm approaches, as we get ready for price controls, limits possibly on goods that you can buy. You can only buy 2 gallons of milk, they might say. Or you can only fill up your vehicle once each week. Again, when we move into the wartime, and I believe that we could see in the next 24, 48 hours, a test. That's what the West and the media is saying, that Putin might show a show of force. But you know what I think? I think if that happens, it's not Putin. And I think you know who I think it will be. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. You got to get out of the banks. Understand inflation, hyperinflation is here to stay. I'm not the only one saying this, and there's not a lot of time. That's why I started Island Project. The #1 digital Noah's Ark in the world. Real assets, real estate that you own, that's a legacy asset for your children, your wife, your husband, your parents, your brother, your sister. Cash flows, capital gains as a hyperinflationary event continues, and of course the 1000x tokenization of the Island Project itself, a worldwide event. It's windy out here today, ladies and gentlemen. The storm's coming. Are you ready? Are you in? I'll include links below. Get into the club. We've only got a few more spots left on this beautiful Malibu day. Looking forward to speaking with you all. Got more content coming, and I'm going to do a very powerful video on how to get ready very soon for club members exclusively. What are the safe banks? How to pivot? How to diversify now? What you need to be doing? How to protect yourself? What do I mean about capital controls? Explain it to you in intricate detail. And then teach you how to profit from this worldwide event. Whether or not it was 1929, 2008 and 09, or 2022, approaching 2023. This is a worldwide financial shock, and it's not going to go away. They can't unravel it, ladies and gentlemen. There's no turning back now. You got to be proactive. You got to get in. You got to build alternative inroads with us. And you got to learn new skills. You are only as powerful as your community. So join ours if you don't have one. Get involved, network, create cash flow, start new businesses. Ask yourself the question, what if? What if you credit your first $1,000 a month in new money this month? What if you made your first $1 million this year? What if you started that business you've been thinking about? What if? This could be your health, your wellness, your spiritual life, your relationships. Always ask the question, what if? And go big, and always invest in yourself. I'm Christopher Greene. God bless. Jesus Christ is King. And links below. See you there.